Hi, I'm Nat.
And I'm Lo. We go behind the scenes at Google, learning about different stuff we're curious about. And for a while now, we wanted to know more about how the Google Doodles get made. Recently, we got to meet the Doodles team and see some of the doodles they're working on. So in this episode, we're giving you an inside look into how the Lotte Reiniger doodle was made. And then later in the summer, we're going to create a couple more episodes about upcoming doodles and the Doodles team.
But for this episode, let's travel back in time to Germany in the summer of 1899. A little girl, Charlotte, going by Lottie for short, was born. She loved making and playing with puppets, and she would grow up to become a pioneer of silhouette animation, as well as direct the first feature-length animated film in 1926 called The Adventures of Prince Ahmed. She made over 40 other films during her lifetime, and her work is really an inspiration to many people, including Olivia, who happens to be an animator on the Doodles team.
My style is really kind of cute and fuzzy.
She made doodles for leap year and Halloween, and to celebrate astronaut Sally Ride. So when the Doodles team was together figuring out what to make for next year, they were reviewing ideas from teams around the world, and Olivia thought, well, what if we could make the doodle for Lottie with silhouette animation?
We do so much digital because it's so time-saving. So when I pitched it, basically, I was like, I really want to do something in her style. And that really meant that I was going to have to do a lot more hands-on work than I was prepared for.
Olivia's first step was to try to build a camera rig like Lottie's.
Her rig was huge. So the camera was like on a different floor. She would have someone taking pictures while she would be at the bottom, just sitting on a low bench doing the actual animation. I just went to the hardware store, gathered up everything I thought I would need, and then made like 18 more trips when I realized that I still needed things.
Olivia ended up with a 7-foot-tall multi-plane camera rig. She then began making hundreds and hundreds of puppets and scenery out of black paper, also in the style of Lottie.
She was like so fast with making puppets, and just with her tiny pair of scissors, she would just sort of like rotate the paper around really quickly and keep her scissor hand just going. Pretty much what I do is just draw a sketch of it first on black cardstock and then cut it out, pin it, mark where I want the joints to be, and then use really small brads to attach them together or tape.
This is Lottie.
That's Lottie, yeah. And then I tried to keep Lottie pretty simple because she is in every scene.
What's the story in this doodle?
It starts out with her in her studio, cutting out a flower, and she cuts it, a billion triangles fly off it, and then you can sort of see her walking through scenes that she's created, the characters she's made, that really reference her films that she's done over her life. Then it sort of concludes with her placing the flower in a scene, and as she leaves, all of her characters come into frame and thank her. They hand her flowers back.
To create the doodle's 1.5-minute stop-motion film, she took thousands of different photos, carefully arranging and rearranging the puppets and the background elements to create the illusion of movement, and placing things on different planes of glass to create the illusion of depth. Will people be able to see these little brackets?
That's what's awesome about silhouette animation. It's backlit so heavily that nothing on black really appears. The great thing about stop motion is that you can see immediately what's happening, and if you're understanding it, if it's working.
What do you hope for people who interact with the doodle and watch the film?
She's just such an amazing lady, and I hope they appreciate that this was the first feature-length animated film, and I hope a lot more people know about her after this doodle, or think about her, or get interested in stop motion.
You got 2.
Yeah, we're into it.
First of all, select an idea which I like to do very much, because the work takes a very long time.